So today's investigation is actually pretty simple. All we're going to need is salt and water and a glass or a clear cup that we can see what's happening in. So we're going to mix salt one spoonful at a time into 1 cup of water. So a measuring cup might be useful as well. So we'll measure out 1 cup of water. And we'll add the salt 1 bit at a time. Now, to be successful in this lesson, we're really trying to confidently say whether this reaction is a chemical reaction or a chemical change rather than just a physical change. So we need to have a results table like this, which marks the number of spoonfuls we put into the spoonfuls of salt we put into the cup and what our observations are. You can write or you can draw what they might be. And I'll do a similar sort of thing like this where you can put your results straight into a Google Doc on the Google Classroom science site. Even before we add the first lot of salt, in my observations table, which looks like that, I'd write 0 spoonfuls and write what I see. 0 spoonfuls, crystal clear. Then I would add my first spoonful. Now the spoonfuls all need to be pretty much the same. So we can make it a heaped teaspoon as long as your teaspoon isn't a big teaspoon. Pour it in water and give it a stir. And after a good stir, give it a minute to settle. Get my observations table, 1 spoonful, and what have I noticed? It's gone a bit cloudy, but that's about all. It's gone cloudy, and I could even draw that. And you can do it so on and so on. 3 spoonfuls, 4 spoonfuls, 5 spoonfuls, up to about 10. So what you'll probably find is after a number of spoonfuls that the water reaches saturation point. That means it's satched. Not another bit of salt can go in there. It just sits in a pile down the bottom. So that's what we call saturation point. See if you can get to that stage. Now there is an alternative way of doing this. If you were to line up 10 glasses, and if in the first glass you were to put 1 spoonful in 1 cup of water, the second one you put 2, the third one you put 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. The advantage of this is that you could compare each one as you go. The disadvantage is that you would use a lot more salt, but it would be a better way of comparing the changes as you go.